Hello guys, welcome back to another charity shop book haul. My name is Daniela and over the last few months I have been going around charity shops trying to collect as many books from my TBR list as possible, and it's very long. And I'm just going to show you my most recent bargains from the charity shop. But before we get into the charity shop stuff, I just want to show you some that I bought online from someone on Facebook. These were stuff that I was either struggling to find in a charity shop or ones that would complete a collection or let me get started on a collection. So I managed to get Fire by Kristen Kashaw. I think I had book 1 and 3 in this series, and this was book 2 that I needed, so I managed to get that from someone on Facebook. These all came from the same person. I managed to pick up Angel's Blood by Nalini Singh. I have a few in this series, but I was missing the first one, so I couldn't start it. So that was one I was desperate to pick up, and I managed to get that one. I also managed to get the last one that I needed to complete the Broken Earth series by N.K. Jemisin, so I picked up the Stone Sky. And then I also managed to get the Shadow and Bone series, so I got Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising. And they don't have the annoying imprints on that tell you that it's now a TV show, so I'm very happy with those and they're really good condition. Now onto the charity shop stuff. So I managed to pick this up in a charity shop. I already had 6 of Crows and I managed to find Crooked Kingdom. I think I paid a price for this. I paid a premium because it was right after the TV show had come out. I'm pretty sure I paid £3 or £4 for this. But yeah, it's a very good copy. I don't know if it was like British Heart Foundation, one of the expensive charity shops. But yeah, very happy I managed to pick that up. The only annoying thing is it has the Netflix sticker on, but it's fine, it's fine. I also managed to pick up in a charity shop. I found Archangel's Kiss by Nalini Singh, which I believe is book 2. And I found Archangel's Blade. I'm not sure which one this is. It's quite a long series, is this series. So I still have plenty left to find. Next, we went to one of our local charity shops where they normally have, I think it's 3 for £1 on paperbacks and 2 for 50p on hardbacks. We have a bit of a field day when we go there. Andy picked up H.P. Lovecraft's Book of Horror. This has 21 classics of the supernatural chosen by the master of horror himself. And he also picked up Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. He also managed to find Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey, which is a sci-fi. This is the first book in the Expanse series. In terms of hardbacks, I picked up a couple. I think these are both thrillers that I read the back and I was like, oh, I'll try that. So I got A Meditation on Murder by Robert Thorogood. It says a Death in Paradise novel. Oh, I've just realised this is based on a TV series, which I haven't seen, so I can still read this. It says, Aslan Kennedy has an idyllic life, leader of a spiritual retreat for wealthy holidaymakers on one of the Caribbean's most unspoiled islands, St. Marie, until he's murdered, that is. The case seems open and shut. When Aslan was killed, he was inside a locked room with only 5 other people, one of whom has already confessed to the murder. Detective Inspector Richard Poole is hot, bothered and fed up with talking to witnesses who'd rather discuss his aura than their whereabouts at the time of the murder. But he also knows that the facts of the case don't quite stack up. In fact, he's convinced that the person who's just confessed to the murder is the one person who couldn't have done it. Determined to track down the real killer, D.I. Poole is soon on the trail, and no stone will be left unturned. So I'm not sure if this is like crime thriller. And then I also picked up We Can See You by Simon Koenig. Even the perfect life can shatter in seconds. On the back it says, your daughter has been taken, only her kidnappers know where she is, and they are watching you. What are you prepared to do to get her back? Lie, break the law, blackmail, murder? So yeah, this is about someone who's very successful, has a great lifestyle and nice house, and their daughter gets kidnapped, and they seem to know everything about you, including dark secrets from your past. And it says they're willing to do anything to get their daughter back. So yeah, I liked the sound of that one. Next up, I picked up Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. This one cost me 50p. This is a book I've wanted to read for a while. It's just about how Matt Haig came through depression, and yeah, I just really want to read that. And then I picked this up because I really liked the look of the book. I just think it's a really nice looking book. Ali Shaw, The Girl with Glass Feet. I also really like the title. And this was 50p. It's a lovely hardback. And it says, unusual things are happening on the remote and snowbound archipelago of St. Harda's Island. Strange winged creatures flit around icy bogland, albino animals hide themselves in the snow-glazed woods, jellyfish glow in the ocean's depths, and Ida McLeod is slowly turning into glass. So this is apparently a love story, and it's about a girl who's slowly turning into glass, and I think she meets someone, and they're trying to figure out a way to stop her from fully turning into glass. And I don't know, there's just something very whimsical and magical about this, and I just love the look of the book. I like the sound of the book, and I'm really excited to read this. And for 50p, next I picked up another thriller. This is The Whisper Man. Oh no, crime novel. Best crime novel of the decade, The Whisper Man. If you leave a door half open, soon you'll hear the whispers spoken. I paid £1 for this. I'm not sure I did pay £1 for this, you know. I'm pretty sure we got this from the free for £1 section, so I'm not convinced that was £1. And it's a lovely floppy paperback. So it says, still devastated after the loss of his wife Tom Kennedy and his young son Jake moved to the sleepy village of Featherbank, looking for a fresh start. But Featherbank has a dark past. 15 years ago, a twisted serial killer abducted and murdered 5 young boys, until he was finally caught. The killer was known as the Whisper Man. Of course, an old crime need not trouble Tom and Jake as they try to settle into their new home. Except that now another young boy has gone missing, and then Jake begins acting strangely. He says he hears a whispering at his window. Ooh. Sounds so creepy. I couldn't resist that. Yeah, if it gives you the shivers. Next we picked up The Likeness by Tana French. I think I said in one of my previous videos that this was the last one that Andy needed, and it wasn't. This was the one he's been looking for the whole time. We paid £2 for this. It's in very nice condition, and I think I found this in Huddersfield. So that is a complete series now of that Tana French series that we were collecting. We found another Terry Pratchett book. This is a Discworld novel, Soul Music, and we paid £1.99 for this. We picked up Don Quixote. This is another Andy read. I have no interest in reading this. And he paid £1.99 for this. This has someone's name in, and it says Barcelona 1972. So this is a well-travelled old dusty book. Next up, another one of Andy's. He picked up Catch 22 by Joseph Heller. I do love it when it has writing inside the book. Alex, enjoy, love mum, January 1998. I can't remember what we paid for this, but there we go, we have that one. And then we also found, Andy likes Warhammer, and he has some of the Horus Heresy books. He already had this one, The First Heretic, but we found a very nice hardback copy, so we picked that up for £1. I have just 3 books left. So this one I picked up because I was drawn in by the cover, and then when I read the back of it, I liked the sound of it. So this is called The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. I like that creepy keyhole there. It says, newly married, newly widowed, Elsie is sent to see out her pregnancy at her late husband's crumbling country estate, The Bridge. With her new servants resentful and the local villagers actively hostile, Elsie has only her husband's awkward cousin for company, or so she thinks. For inside her new home is a locked room, and beyond its door lies a 200-year-old diary, hinting at the house's dark past, and a deeply unsettling painted wooden figure, a silent companion that bears a striking resemblance to Elsie herself. Oh, I got the shivers again. Unnerving and compelling in equal measure, The Silent Companion is an atmospheric, gothic tale which chills the blood. I'm excited to read this. I just thought it sounded really interesting. And then we also picked up The Silent Patient. So this one says, Alicia Berenson lived a seemingly perfect life until one day 6 years ago, when she shot her husband in the head 5 times. Since then, she hasn't spoken a single word. It's time to find out why. So on the front it says, only she knows what happened, only I can make her speak. So I'm pretty sure this is a therapist talking to a patient, and that's all I know. I don't know much about this. I think I've seen people say good things about this, but we paid £1 for this. And the final book that we picked up was Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This says, author's preferred text. So this says, under the streets of London, there's a place most people could never even dream of. A city of monsters and saints, murderers and angels, knights in armour and pale girls in black velvet. This is the city of the people who have fallen between the cracks. Richard Mayhew, a young businessman, is going to find out more than enough about this other London. A single act of kindness catapults him out of his workday existence and into a world that is once eerily familiar and utterly bizarre. And a strange destiny awaits him down here, beneath his native city, Neverwhere. that was everything for this haul, guys. If you enjoyed it, as always, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.